Despite our country's gun control regulations, this is not the first time there has been a deadly school shooting in Canada. Jennifer Tryon has a look back at some of the other shootings, including our country's worst, at Montreal's École Polytechnique.
Canada is not immune to school shootings.
Don't use the excuse that America's out of control. Just take a look at nice Canada, nice friendly Canada. It happens there as well.
Canada is developing its own violent history.
Polytechnique was what brought it to my mind. I mean, that's the first thing I thought of. You know, somebody walking into a school and just blasting away. But it was horrific enough that it's going to be a part of the lore of school shootings in Canada for sure.
Added to Dawson College in 2006, when 18-year-old Anastasia D'Souza was killed and 20 others were wounded. And a year later, at W.C. Jeffreys Collegiate in Toronto, where 15-year-old Jordan Manners was gunned down.
The concern is not just for the immediate community, but it's the country as a whole.
Canada hasn't reached the overwhelming numbers seen in the U.S., but stood in solidarity after the shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary in 2012, where 20 kids and 6 adults were killed, prompting calls for change.
We do have one student down.
There have been increased metal detectors and security systems, but since Sandy Hook, there has been more than 100 other school shootings in the U.S.
Just bought a car 2 days before he died, actually.
Reverend Dale Lang sees the common thread in all of Canada's shootings, including the one in La Loche and the shooting in Taber, Alberta in 1999, when he lost his son.
I would surmise this is probably a person with a lot of issues, a broken, damaged person who's been needing help for some time and didn't get it, and this is the result. And we need to learn how to care for each other better.
Many advocate the Canadian solution to school shootings should look much different than the American and stretch far beyond big cities.
Security, of course, is going to be part of that, and what kind of social resources can we have that so that we can help people address issues of mental health or mental challenges before it gets to a point that we saw in these last days.
Because if the shooters in any of these past cases could have been steered in a different direction, the list of historic school shootings might not be as long. Jennifer Tryon, Global News, Toronto.